What's going on, guys? Boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with the video right now. So I'm not even mad about this loss. I know a lot of people, at the moment it sucked. It sucked. But realistically, when you really think about it, we did as much as we could. Given what we were given for this game, there wasn't much we can go off of because Carson Wentz was only in for a few series and the offense was not producing. I think they only had like 7 yards after like 4 or 5 drives. Well, we had negative yards at one point in rushing and we couldn't get anything. Carson Wentz, we looked over to a guy like a few people down, and he said, "You guys are going to hear some bad news in a minute." And Carson Wentz ended up getting a concussion. Jadeveon Clowney put a dirty hit on Wentz when he was already on the ground. Jadeveon Clowney has not only done this shit just now, he's done this in the past. He did it to Nick Foles in 2000. I think he did it to him in 2018 when we faced the Texans. So he's done some real dirty fucking shit. The referees missed a lot of calls. They missed about 7 calls. Greg Ward got pushed on the ground after he went out of bounds. McCown got pushed on the ground after he threw the ball. 3 seconds after he threw the ball. A lot of calls were made that were fucking disgusting. Really disgusting. And it's to a point where, we were already dealt a bad hand of cards that we had to deal with, okay? So Josh McCown comes in, and I don't know what we're really expecting from him. The guy has, you don't lose a quarterback in the playoffs, okay? We didn't lose a quarterback we didn't lose Carson Wentz because he fucking injured himself. We lost Carson Wentz in this game for a concussion because of dirty pieces of shit like Jadeveon Clowney, okay? And he's done this to us before. And he's a dirty piece of fucking garbage. So, that was it. After Wentz went down, my heart kind of dropped. I was kind of lifeless for a few plays. I was kind of staring out in space like, man, this really sucks. But what else can we really say? McCown, got past the 50-yard line, and then we'd get a penalty. We shot ourselves in the foot. Like I said, guys, the only way the Eagles are going to beat this team or not beat this team is that if we beat ourselves, and we did. We'd get down past the 50-yard line, we have a few good plays, and then it'd be a false start. Then it'd be holding. The legal block in the back. It would be stupid stuff. Matt Pryor and Vaitai had a hard time on the right side of that offensive line today. Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks are not playing this week. Brandon Brooks is out for the year with the separated shoulder, and Lane Johnson has the high ankle sprain, whatever, and he wasn't going to come back till next week. So the right side of the line was very, it's just, and I just felt like as soon as Josh McCown came in, the whole entire game plan had to change. And Josh McCown, he did some really good things out of the pocket. He did. He was getting out. He was dodging bullets, and he was, dodging defenders, and he was, getting out of the pocket and dodging people to the point where he was like, someone get open. And, sometimes he would get sacked. Sometimes he would sit there too long, and he could have got some yards, kind of running or scrambling, but he didn't. And some defenders caught his legs a few times. And, the Eagles had a lot of chances to at least, we were down 17-9, whatever it was. And we had a chance to at least, score a touchdown. They had 2 chances, literally. They had 2 chances in this game. 3, 4. I mean, they had a few chances in this game to score. And they couldn't even score a touchdown. So, they put Shelton Gibson in one play, got him a pass interference call. So, we just didn't have enough to get it done. I think if Carson Wentz played this whole game, I think, a lot more would have happened. But unfortunately, we had to deal with what we had to deal with. I can't even be mad at us losing this game. I mean, in 17, we lost Carson Wentz early, a few games early in the regular season. And then you switch to another quarterback for a few games and then the playoffs. But unfortunately, you can't switch quarterbacks. Like if Deshaun Watson goes down or Aaron Rodgers goes down or someone goes down in the playoff game and you have to switch quarterbacks, it changes the whole perspective of what you're doing on offense. So I was seeing the same run plays, Greg Ward going in motion, fake handoff. I mean, the Seahawks, read a lot of shit that, they kind of expected us to do. Boston Scott had a few first downs. Jordan Howard, where the hell was he the whole game? It's like he was active. What has he been doing the past couple weeks? Why did they not even put him in? On third and short situations, we were horrible on offense. It was just hard to watch, and I couldn't even really get mad about it. And that's just how it was. And these guys fought. They did what they could do. So we just couldn't get it done. And I'm not even mad, dude. Like, we've been in the playoffs every fucking year besides Carson's rookie year, Doug and Carson's rookie year of coaching and being in the game. We've been in the playoffs every year, okay? And I know that, we've won in one Super Bowl and been to the playoffs a few times already since that. So, other than that, all I could say is, next year's a different year. The rest of the NFC East is dealing with a lot of bullshit with new head coaches, and I mean, we're the only team that's still there, and we deserved to win the division this year. We did. We deserved it. We fucking earned it, okay? Because other fucking teams, fully healthy, could, not just talking about the Cowboys, but, we at one point we had 12 guys out, 12. And you have fucking the Cowboys, that you don't have Van Der Esch and they're flipping out about it. Or, like stuff like that. And the Redskins, lost, very, very few people, but they still had a pretty good roster. Haskins was playing okay, you know what I mean? So, and the Giants were just a complete shit mess, but, the defense, Jim Schwartz, I have to give him credit. I understand that we got beat and they scored on us, but if our offense is off the field and our defense fought today, they did. They fought. This reminded me of Week 12 or whatever it was when we faced the Seahawks earlier in the year. It reminded me of the same game that we played. Offense not producing, and the defense was holding it down. Almost had a pick, couldn't get it. A little tip off a defender. DK Metcalf had a pretty good game. And Russell Wilson was great on third down. Third and really long. I mean, he did some things to us, but the Eagles held them. They did, but you can't expect the defense to do everything in one game. The offense cannot do anything this whole entire game. Did not score a touchdown once this whole entire game. So, you know what? They need to make some decisions on, if it's medical staff or how to keep, give these guys a new fucking agenda of how to take care of their body, or I don't even know what it is, because we've been dropping like flies since week 2 of the season. Week 1, actually, because we lost Malik Jackson in the first game, and then we lost everybody else in the second game. So we've been dealing with this since the beginning of the year. We deserve to win this division. We won. I'm not even bragging about it because it's the division. It's great. I'm glad that the Eagles had gotten to the playoffs. That's all I wanted. I wanted to at least get them in the playoffs and see what they could do with this roster that they did have. But losing Carson Wentz was a bummer. It was. And all the people are going to talk shit about it, the Cowboy fans or whatever. I'm not reading the comment section on this shit because I just don't fucking care what anybody thinks. No offense to anybody that watches me, but I don't care what any of you guys think, and I don't care what anyone else thinks. All I care about is my own opinion and what I care. All I know is that my quarterback is my fucking quarterback. I'm hard on him. I'm critical, but I still love the guy and I still know that he could fucking ball out. But unfortunately, pieces of fucking garbage like Jadeveon Clowney fucking kind of ruined that today. I know Ziggy Ansah, he left later with a neck injury, so that kind of helped with that injury that they had. Brandon Graham was another missed call, fucking got tackled to the ground by the offensive lineman, never fucking called, got hurt, came back a little bit later. He was fine, a little bit of a knee injury, but he was fine. A lot of missed calls in this game. Just really, it really disgusted me. Everybody was disgusted at the stadium. When you're there live and you see these late hits and you see these fucking calls that don't get called and they show it at the replay, because on TV they don't show everything, okay? But just fucking amazing how that can happen. But when you lose Carson Wentz to a fucking a concussion, there's nothing else you could do about it. I mean, you're losing to a concussion. He got tackled on the ground. He was already on the ground. And fucking Jadeveon Clowney just crazy. I mean, I'll put up the video of it. I'm not going to do it for this video. I'm just going to put up a video of what the fuck that hit was. And you're going to be like, what the fuck? And that's not right, dude. Like, not even anybody in this league. I don't care if it's the Giants, the Redskins, the Cowboys, someone in the division that gets hit like that. Like, you do not want to see that. But some of you guys are sick pieces of fucking garbage that wish shit upon, because half of you are going to be happy, oh, Carson Wentz literally didn't get a playoff game or didn't, do anything in the playoff game. But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't at this point, because we'll be in the playoffs again. We'll be at the playoffs again. If we're already in the playoffs with no roster as it is, we'll be in the playoffs with what we fucking have later on. This team is going to aim high next year in 2020. They will aim high, and we will be healthy, and we will be a better roster, and we will do things, a lot better next year. We know the weapons that we have. We know what kind of depth we could have next year with the young guys that are on this team right now. But I'm really not mad. I'm drained. I just got back from Philly. I'm drained. I'm not mad. I'm not even really mad at all. I'm not. Because you know what? When Carson went down, I was like, anything could happen. And McCown, props to McCown. I give him respect. The problem is he's got no game time reps. Nick Foles in 2017 had game time reps before the playoffs started. You cannot lose a quarterback in the playoffs. You cannot lose a quarterback in the playoffs. This isn't because of an injury. This isn't because Carson Wentz is injury prone. This is because Carson Wentz got dirty hit on the fucking ground by that piece of shit Jadeveon Clowney. Okay, that's the reason why. So, I don't give a shit. We proved that we've embarrassed the NFC East this year. We embarrassed ourselves first, but then with a practice squad roster with a bunch of guys that, just really stuck together. And I give them credit for what they did. I really do. And I'm proud of those guys. I'm proud of this team for what they did. I'm proud of the fight that they brought back. Most teams would have fucking quit. Most teams would have fucking just been like, throw in the towel and that's it. Fucking season's over. But they didn't. They fought. And they gave it their shot. But the game plan had to change with McCown in. And it just looked vanilla, basic. I knew when they were running. I knew when there was nothing extraordinary. Zach Ertz, I give him credit. He was in there. He wasn't making a lot of catches. He made a few good catches, but I was like, damn, this guy has a broken rim, a lacerated kidney, and he's playing in this game. I'm just excited to see the rest of football. I'm glad the Patriots aren't in it anymore. It's going to be more exciting, but the Eagles in 2020 are going to be stronger than ever in the NFC East. The Eagles are going to get into the playoffs next year. The Eagles are going to be even tougher next year. Okay? I know it's going to happen. I'm already seeing what this team is going to be by next year. I'm already seeing it. And it's not just because we lost or I'm trying to give us I see it. I see what we have, and it's scary if this team can make it to the playoffs and can get in and can do good things when you back this team into a fucking corner. Yeah, they're a dangerous-ass team, but I don't want to hear shit about Carson. I don't want to hear shit about any of that because you know what? None of that was his fault, and we were dealt a bad deck of cards today, and there was nothing we could do about it. I can't even be mad about it because Jim Schwartz, he can keep his job next year because honestly, it's not his fault. I mean, he's lining up guys wherever, I know DK caught a few. I mean, we're going to win some, we're going to lose some. It's Russell Wilson. He's not a shit quarterback. I think they were treating him like a prima donna a little bit, roughing the passer call. But, I mean, other than that, Marshawn Lynch was okay. The running game wasn't crazy. The passing game was better for them, but other than that, that's it. I'm not mad. I'm excited for next year. I'm excited what this team's going to be next year. We got a lot of draft capital. We have, we're going to have a good amount of cap next year. So I'm hoping to see some good moves, some different moves next year. Not I'm hoping, but I know there's going to be some good moves next year. So other than that, guys, I'm not pissed. But it is what it is. I'll upload all the dirty hits and the shit that happened in this game just so you guys know. But you guys probably fucking know anyway. But I'm drained. So I will see you guys later. Fly was fly, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Just appreciate the support the whole year, as usual. We stick together, and that's it. So, unfortunately, this is a loss for us today. So I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly was fly.
Let me show you just how far I can go. I've been running away, the only road I know. Misery Ave, yeah, listen to that. That's the sound of all the tears that leaking out of my back. I've been back in the Ville and nothing to feel. Used to be my solace, now it's always stuck in the will. Right up out of my chest, I'm down and out as at best. I'm drowning out with no vest. Don't mean to make you upset, don't mean to make you upset.